Ms. Bose.
Here.
Mr. Clark.
Here.
Ms. Evans.
Here.
Ms. Groger.
Here.
Dr. King. Ms. Martinez.
Here.
Ms. Pasculi. Mr. Van Hise.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. The Open Public Meeting Act authorizes the Board of Education to meet in executive session under certain circumstances, and the Open Public Meeting Act requires the Board to adopt a resolution at a public meeting to go into private session. This evening, the Lawrence Township Board of Ed will meet in executive session to discuss certain items involving this evening. One, matters of personal confidentiality, including but not limited to staff and/or student discipline matters. And specifically, this evening, we will be discussing the CSA evaluation. In addition, we will be discussing some HIB, and formal action will not be taken. Executive sessions should last about 30 minutes. Can I have a motion to move into executive session?
So moved.
Second?
With a motion and a second, Tom?
Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Nope.
Your motion passed.
notice of and to attend meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interests is discussed or acted upon. As required under law, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by email and or fax to the Times, the Lawrence Ledger, the Public Library, and has been filed with the municipal clerk. This notice was provided prior to the 48 hours required by the Open Public Meetings Act. The board reserves the right to limit public discussion of personnel items and other matters as defined in the law. Have a flag salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, everybody. Do we have student representatives?
No,
No,
they have the
student
summer off.
representatives. They're all
Couldn't drag them out from summer.
That's fine. Recognitions, like that? Seeing none. Adoption of the minutes. Can I have a motion to adopt the executive session and regular session minutes from the 6/11/2025 meeting?
So moved.
Second.
Tom, with a motion and a second.
Mr. Clark.
Yes.
Ms. Evans.
Yes.
Ms. Grover.
Yes.
Ms. Martinez.
Yes.
Ms. Pasculi.
Yes.
Mr. Van Hise.
Yes.
Ms. Bose.
Yes,
Your motion carried.
thank you. Reports to the board. Superintendent's report.
All right, so my report is brief tonight. Just really want to thank our technology department. We had a pivot to the auditorium, and without even skipping a beat, here we are with nice air conditioning and beautiful sound and lights. So seriously, the Department for Technology, they do a lot for us behind the scenes, and I'm not sure if the public is really aware. Everything from just making sure that our school year goes smooth to kind of closing up the school year, making sure our devices are managed, ready for distribution in the fall. I watch hours and countless time of them kind of trolling through the buildings and making sure that not only our security systems are up and running, but that the students have and are prepared for September. So I just want to say thank you. Some of our guys are up there in the booth, and I want to say thank you publicly for the technology department. Also, another group that well-deserved shout-out is our facilities. We can't do anything without them. Our buildings are absolutely beautiful. Our summer programs are running well. Our floors are beautifully shined. We have teachers paced, coming in by the end of August, and that is really the cleaning crew and the work, under Mr. Eldridge's supervision and Mr. Santos, that really just gets the job done. So summertime is certainly not a kickback time. It's actually probably their busiest time. So I just wanted to note the classrooms look beautiful, our spaces are refreshed, and the attention to detail and commitment is really something special here and deeply appreciated. Speaking of summer programs, I'm really happy to report that extended school year started, and we've got some credit recovery courses going on at the high school. We really take a lot of pride in making sure that transportation and the teaching staff and the curriculum and everything is ready for our kiddos to come in. They're received with warm, happy faces, not crying children. They are really excited to come back to school. We make it fun, and our educators are just so special. So I really want to thank the Student Services Department, our Transportation Department, and all of our leadership team that works on making sure that summer for kids is fun, it's enjoyable, while we work on kind of reducing the summer slide, looking at closing learning gaps, and making sure that they're set up for September. So a deep thank you from the Board of Education and myself for all of our leaders in making sure that summer is, kept up with, and that our kids are having a great time learning with us. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Board Secretary report.
The board secretary's reports are in your agenda tonight, and we talked about how to read some of those in finance. There's more to come on that. However, in our discussion, we talked about the notion of where we are at the end of the year and what opportunities we have. And so I want to make sure that the board knows that we were able to, as they awarded, purchase Chromebooks for a couple classes. We did that at the end of the year, all within the projections of our fund balance. We were able to purchase another van for our students who explore careers during the day, and that's a program that's run by Office of Student Services. I want to also go back to the air conditioning for technology and support of them to make sure we did that before the end of the school year. And so all of those opportunities are found as you read the board secretary's report to say, what can we do? What can we make happen for somebody? that we need to make happen. And so our group is completely focused, hyper-focused even. So that's, again, on the agenda for you to look at tonight. Just as a snapshot, we will be able to invest in our maintenance reserve upwards of probably about $500,000 to replace that which we took out this year. And of course, more to come after we receive our audit at the sometime in the fall. Some other things that are happening right now, and a big shout out to Matt Connolly. He was able to get into Ben Franklin and get about 70% of that building cleaned with the crew that we brought over there. We were responding to the teachers at Ben Franklin who said that we are always the last ones into the buildings because the building is used for ESY. So over the course of the spring and the gap between the time school ended and ESY beginning, we plotted out our summer cleaning. And so we'll be able to bring Ben Franklin staff back at the same time as the rest of the district for the first time ever. So we heard you, to the Ben Franklin staff, and we responded. And many thanks to Matt for leading that, and all the custodians for taking part of it. And they're using their thinking of what we could do early to save us later, because they wanted to take care of the teachers too. The building maintenance that's happening right now, and Mr. Santos is leading up a number of construction projects that are happening. We have 4 rooftop unit air conditioners happening and being put on Lawrence Intermediate School. We have several here at the high school that are being constructed, so you should see the cranes coming. And so, oh yes, Ms. Cassieri's in the audience, yes. Woo-hoo! At the library at LIS. You can drop it to be this cold, right? So that's happening right now, and I think the cranes are coming Friday or Saturday or shortly thereafter. So no one can be in the building for that. You probably know that already, right? Stay out of the room. Stay out of the library. Okay? So the Board of Ed also replaced the chiller on the back of the high school, and what that is functions as an air conditioner for 16 rooms for the 94 edition. We just completed that as well. And so we have the gym floors being done at Slackwood. Of course, we didn't forget our friends at Slackwood. Over at Eldridge Park, we have ceiling replacements, I believe. There's 4 classrooms plus stairwells, and the painting project should begin within the next couple weeks. And so everything is marching down the road. We didn't forget about anyone. I'm sure there's many, many more things that I haven't spoken about, whether it's just mundane painting or something of that nature. The lead and water testing was completed. We only had about 2 areas that gave us, that were out of bounds, and so we've taken care of them. And that's out of hundreds of fixtures. And those areas that were out of bounds were only slightly out of bounds. So we did very, very well. And again, thank you to Matt Connolly for leading up that effort. HVAC and humidity. I was just speaking with Todd Ament, who's Amy Ament's husband, who gave us an idea of how we could tackle that years ago. And I was conveying what a favor he did to us through his experiences in dealing with mold. We picked up on that. And so for the last 4 years, we've been really good. We've been fortunate. So who's leading that up for us is Steve Takis, who's here tonight making sure that the AC is turned and it's cold. So Steve is out there monitoring our energy consumption as we brought to finance that energy costs are going up by 20% for electricity. So Steve is out there every day making sure that's happening and making sure that we're good to go. I'm going to turn my attention to some few things that the board said in the past that it wanted to know about, and here's some referendum things. Our construction manager specification was advertised, and we sent out about 5 packages today, I think, to different outfits. So that is out there on the street for people to review. We're going to have a pre-conference where we'll bring them in, hear what they have to say, and then we'll refine our specification if necessary and use their minds to make us better. Our environmental consultant is now on board and hired for the auditorium at the middle school. The specifications for the middle school should be done within the next couple of weeks, and we'll be out to bid. So we're on our way. A bond sale is tomorrow. So we sell bonds at 10 o'clock tomorrow, and we had our interview with Standard & Poor's, and we maintained our AA rating. And so Standard & Poor's has about 11 different or 12 different categories. We came in 11th, which is the top, right under the 12th. So we're, whatever percentile that is, we're doing fairly well there. With respect to PEA, is a huge lift, but it's coming along and it's incredibly rewarding. And so with PEA, we received our finalized budget from the state that only came in last week. We've executed the contract with Lawrence Day School. We have put together the opening orders for Lakeshore, which is, I think, 9 new classrooms, but 17 in total for taking care of some other orders. We have purchased their car seats for about $20,000 for buses, and that's kind of fun. And we will be, there's some more things that we're doing with PEA, and I'm sure I'm not there yet, but transportation will be out soon. The curriculum should be purchased by next week, I would imagine, and the professional development services will also be procured by that point in time. We have PEA room preparation. In addition to Ben Franklin being first before first was PEA. So all of their rooms are now turned over and cleaned across the district for PEA. I think we have to shampoo the carpet at the high school, and that's it. So the rooms are waiting for all the Lakeshore orders to arrive. They're there. And so we're doing some final touches. And then finally, I wanted to bring forward an opportunity we have. We're resurfacing the rubberized playground for PEA at high school. PEA is preschool expansion for the school district. And I think what we might do is move that fence out as well to open up a grass area for an expanded playground. So we talked with Neil about that today, and ultimately, and Agneta, of course. So those are some of the things that we're doing right now, and I can't be more grateful to work here and with the people that we work with. Jill Pozluzny, anything I miss, she gets, and sometimes she just goes and gets it, and I didn't even know I needed it. But you did as the customer, and she made it happen for you. And so thank you for letting me be a part of this team.
Thank you so much, Tom. And so there are a lot of things going on, and the board is very aware of it, and I hope that the community can understand how much is happening all of the time, and everything does go through finance, so it is a lot, and those are just a few of the things, though, that you have been working on.
We got a great team. You see them. You come
Yes.
into the office, and they
Yes.
welcome you, too.
It is a really amazing team, and we are very lucky in Lawrence Township. And so thank you, Dr. Clem, Tom, and all of the people that support you.
Yep.
We know it as a board how special this community is.
Yep.
We don't take it for granted. And for the board president report this evening, I'm happy to say we will be swearing in our newest board member, Miss Mackenzie Kelly, if you want to come on down. We are really excited to have Mackenzie join us, and we hope that the community gets to know her as well as we have and see what a great addition she is to our board.
Let's just do a sound check. Can you hear us from here?
Yes.
Okay.
Jen's gonna
So I'm going to read the paragraph and ask you to read it after me. Okay? And so if you say, fix that. All right. And it said, I, Mackenzie Kelly, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and this state under the authority of the people, so help me God.
I, Mackenzie Kelly, do solemnly swear that I possess the qualifications prescribed by the law in the office of a member, or as a member of the Board of Education, and that I am not disqualified as a voter pursuant to the R. This one up here. Apologies. Oh, wait, do it too. Okay. I can read. I, Mackenzie Kelly, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance of the same to the governments established by the United States and this state under the authority of the people, so help me God.
All right. And then the next paragraph is, I, Mackenzie Kelly, do solemnly swear that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law for the office of member of the Board of Education, and that I am
was wonderful. Welcome, Mackenzie. Okay, next. Liaison reports. Student board member report, none tonight. Lawrence Township Education Fund,
We did not meet.
okay. New Jersey School Board Association,
Okay, please do not forget to go to New Jersey School Board's website for additional statewide training programs this summer. I'll be attending July 30th, 10 to 11, a virtual webinar, and it's state budget recap, legislative update. Feel free to join me if anyone would like to. And on the 6th, I'm also going to attend Are You Ready for the opening of the school? Practical prep session for school leaders, again, 10 to 11. And that's my report.
thank you. Student Services,
Student Services was held on July 8th. In attendance was Vanessa Bakarsiak and myself, Arndell Clark. During our discussions, we had shared that Dr. Fisher has officially begun her transition into her new role. We look forward to the continued gifts that she brings to the district.
Oh, sweet.
The students. The Student Services Department has been actively hiring, with the majority of the positions now filled. As mentioned earlier, both ESY and Connect Summer programs launched on Monday, July 7th. Staff members, including teachers, assistants, and related service staff members, have returned with great energy, and students arrive excited and ready to engage. A strong and positive start to the summer session. And that's our report.
thank you. Review of communications? Seeing none. Our first opportunity for public input? Okay, seeing none. This evening, we do have a board discussion and work session, and I'm going to ask for a motion to conduct a public hearing on the proposed superintendent's employment contract.
So moved.
Second?
With a motion and a second, Tom?
All in favor?
Aye.
You are in your hearing.
Great, thank you. The purpose of this hearing is to provide transparency and allow comment on the proposed contract for Dr. Klim. This is an important time for our district, and I would like to take a few moments to provide context on why we are bringing this forward and acknowledge the accomplishments of Dr. Klim. The board is thrilled with Dr. Klim's performance over the past year, and we would like to share a few of the major goals she achieved. First and foremost, the successful passage of the referendum, the reconfiguration referendum. This milestone was the result of Dr. Klim's tireless dedication over the past 18 months to our district and our future. Throughout this time, Dr. Klim actively engaged with the district staff, the Board of Education, school personnel, and the broader Lawrence community to ensure the needs and perspectives of all stakeholders were heard and understood. Dr. Klim led over 25 community events, including meetings with local businesses, senior groups, public forums, educational sessions, and school functions. In addition, she hosted numerous district-led community conversations, which provided clarity and transparency around every component of the referendum. The reconfiguration will have a lasting and positive impact on our schools and community for years to come. Another major achievement was PEA. Dr. Klim exceeded our preschool expansion goal, which was 27%, to 50% by fall of 2025, which resulted in 9 additional preschool classes. She also established an early childhood advisory council to get input from the community to support early childhood initiatives. She also has partnered with the YMCA to update licensing for them so that the 3 or 4-year-olds can be provided with extended day options. Another accomplishment was around expanding college and career readiness pathways at the high school through the introduction of new career exploration portal, adding a 5th career academy at the high school, and increased career exploration at the middle school and LIS. One other really important and notable achievement has been the improved and expanded communication tools for the district. The introduction of talking points for non-English speaking families, the LTPS app, and the improved Lawrence Township Public School website. This referendum that I discussed that I referred to was about more than just buildings and renovations. It was about creating learning environments that align with best practices, foster flexibility and innovation, and ensure the safety and well-being of every student. We can now move forward with critical improvements that will enhance our schools and strengthen our district for generations to come. The referendum includes the addition of over 80,000 square feet to the middle school, providing new and improved facilities such as an increased space for science and art, general education, and small group classrooms. It also includes the construction of a gym, a nurse's office, a security vestibule, and an expanded cafeteria. Beyond these additions, critical improvements will be made to the auditorium, electrical and plumbing systems, a parking lot, and improved traffic flow surrounding the middle school and the high school. The goal of the contract extension is to recognize and acknowledge Dr. Klim for all of the hard work that she has done and tie her to the bond project over the next 5 years, so that she will be here to oversee and implement the project through completion. The contract contains changes in terms based upon current market conditions. Please know that the contract was reviewed and vetted by the Executive County Superintendent, who made a few recommended changes before providing their approval. That completes my summary of the public hearing, and it is an opportunity if any board members have any questions or would like to make any comments, and please limit yourself to 3 minutes. Okay, no comments. The public now has an opportunity to make a comment as well, and you may also limit your comments to 3 minutes. Okay, seeing none. Can I have a motion to approve the contract?
So moved?
Second.
First, you're going to close the public hearing.
Oh,
I think is
I'm
how it
sorry,
goes.
sorry.
Pardon me.
A motion to close the public hearing.
Just trying to follow the legal advice of...
Yes, I'm sorry, I have to look at my notes.
So
okay.
moved for
Yes.
that.
Second?
Okay. And Tom with a
All
motion
in
to
favor?
close.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so you are now, the public hearing section is now closed now for the contract.
Okay.
I will proudly make the motion.
Motion to approve the
Probably
contract.
seconded.
Okay, so there's a motion on, made by Mr. Van Hise, seconded by whom?
Ms. Grover?
Ms. Grover. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, this will be a roll
Probably
call.
should take a vote.
Mr. Clark,
Yes.
Ms. Evans,
Yes.
Ms. Grover,
Yes.
Ms. Kelly,
Yes.
Ms. Martinez,
Yes.
Ms. Pasculi,
Yes.
Mr. Van Hise.
Yes.
Ms. Bose.
Yes,
Motion carried.
thank you. The motion to approve the following resolution on the superintendent's contract. Whereas the Lawrence Township Board of Education desires to maintain Robin Klim in the position of superintendent. Whereas the board and Robin Klim engaged in good faith negotiations for a new employment contract for Robin Klim to remain in the position of superintendent that would be effective July 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2030. Whereas pursuant to NJSA 118A 7-8 and NJAC 6A 23-3.1, the board forwarded the proposed new employment contract for Robin Klim to the Executive County Superintendent for Mercer County for approval and has received written approval and notice from the Executive County Superintendent for Mercer County that the proposed new employment contract for Robin Klim is in compliance with the Fiscal Accountability, Efficiency, and Budgeting regulations. Whereas the board has also provided the requisite advance notice required by pursuant to I 2007, Chapter 53, NJSA 18A 11-11, and NJAC 6A 23A 3.1C1, that would conduct a public hearing and take action to amend and/or alter the existing employment contract of its superintendent at its July 9th, 2025 meeting. Whereas prior to consideration of the new employment contract for Robin Klim, the board has conducted a public hearing on the same at its July 9th, 2025 meeting. Whereas the approved new employment contract for Robin Klim replaces and supersedes all prior employment contracts, both expressed and implied, between the parties hereto, and by approving and signing the approved new employment contract, both the board and Robin Klim assent to the rescission of any and all prior contracts, as well as agreement to the terms herein, except as noted and provided for in the approved new employment contract for Robin Klim. It is hereby resolved that the board approves and adopts the new employment contract for Robin Klim as superintendent, consistent with the terms and conditions set forth and as approved by the interim executive county superintendent for Mercer County per NJSA 18A 7-8 and NJAC 6A 23A-3.1.
May we call that a ratification
Yes.
of the prior?
Yes.
Okay. So that's a ratification of W5. Okay, so is there a motion and a second?
So
on that?
moved.
And a second from Ms.,
Second.
okay?
Yes.
It's nice we have time to keep us straight.
Well,
Okay. Mr. Clark,
yes.
Ms. Evans,
Yes.
Ms. Groger,
Yes.
Ms. Kelly,
Yes.
Ms. Martinez,
Yes.
Ms. Pasculi,
Yes.
Mr. Van Hise,
Yes.
Ms. Bose.
Yes.
Okay, carried.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm not an attorney, just so everybody knows, so. I really did practice that, but that didn't work for me.
And she doesn't play one on TV either.
I don't even try to be one. But congratulations,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Klim, and thank you for an extraordinary year for our district and our community. We look forward to many more wonderful years together.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you very much. I'm very humbled by the evaluation and the acknowledgement and the extension or start of a new contract to carry me through the project period. This is sort of this is the cornerstone of my career. I work with amazing leaders. I could never do it without them. It's really the team that has driven me to get through the last 18 months. It was definitely grueling, but our kids will benefit, and this district deserves it. We're a really awesome community. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, back to the task at hand. Board discussion and action items. Personnel Committee report and personnel action items.
Okay. Personnel did not meet this month, and to exemplify what a great team the administrative building is, if you'll look at the personnel agenda tonight, they've accomplished an awful lot. On tonight's agenda, you'll see a list for transfers, increases for hours, account number corrections, leaves of absences, salary adjustments, approvals for volunteers, EDPs, unpaid vacation, unused sick days, approval for staff work for athletic events, staff for extended school year and Eagle program, CST summer work, appointments due to clearances. You'll also see a few people who have listed for retirements, and I just always love to recognize our employees because dedicated people who give countless hours, our students, our families, our community, they deserve a moment to shine. And please forgive me, Franz, and I'm not sure, Elise, is that how you say his name correctly? He has served as head custodian at Eldridge Park Elementary School for 19 years. His supervisory team spoke very highly of him, highly regarded. He was a wonderful member of their team and much appreciated. Sue Scasari, I know her personally. She's been an integral part of the Student Services Department for 17 years, extremely hard worker, always can be relied upon. She sees everything through to the finish. Her ready smile, eagerness to help will be missed, but we want to thank her and let her know how much we appreciate all she's done for our district. As always, we wish these two dedicated professionals a wonderful retirement filled with lots of health and happiness. With all that I've just read out, I'd like at this time to move P1 through P42, please.
Second?
Tom with a motion and a second.
Mr. Clark,
Yes.
Ms. Evans,
Yes.
Ms. Groger,
Yes.
Ms. Kelly,
Yes.
Ms. Martinez,
Yes.
Ms. Pasculi,
Yes.
Mr. Van Hise,
Yes.
Ms. Bose.
Yes,
Motion carried.
thank you. CIAPD report and student services.
CIAPD met on July 8th at the board office from 8 to 9:30 in attendance for Dr. Michelle King, Ms. Michelle Bose, Ms. Joanne Groger, Dr. Robin Klim, Ms. Jean Musi, Mr. Neil Desai, and myself. Ms. Musi and Mr. Desai shared plans for the new staff orientation, which will welcome all new Lawrence Township teachers on August 20, 21, 26, and 27.
Oh, okay.
Details like a mic.
maybe lose my place here. Let's see. They also shared a vision for professional development for staff, focusing on differentiation and instruction for our students, data-driven instruction, and creating a positive classroom and school community for all learners. In addition, the committee reviewed possible parent and family workshops for the 2025-26 school year, focusing on artificial intelligence, a curriculum showcase for families, community workshops, community conversations and updates regarding our referendum, and a workshop for new families so they can learn more about the LTPS programs. Finally, the committee reviewed 2 district policies for a second reading, Policy 5112, or entrance age, and Policy 9163, Spectator Code of Conduct. On your agenda, you'll see OIS for professional development and OSS for out-of-district placement. And with that, I'd like to move OIS 1 and 2 and OSS 1.
Second?
Tom, with a motion and a second?
Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Ms. Grover?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Ms. Martinez?
Yes.
Ms. Pascoli?
Yes.
Mr. Van Hise?
Yes.
Ms. Bose?
Yes,
Your motion carried.
thank you.
Michelle, can I say one thing? Can I say one thing? Yeah. So if anyone out there thinks we're being cagey, it's because we've got lights in our eyes. We can't see out. I mean, I can't see anybody, so it's like, all right. Thanks, Michelle.
You're welcome. Finance Committee report and school business management action items.
Finance did not meet. Tom covered everything that we were doing that saves me from having to look into the lights while trying to read. On tonight's agenda, we have our standard business action items, including the treasurer's report, adoption of the fire drills, authorizing grant submissions, awarding the contracts, and a policy adoption. So with that, I will move SBM 1 through 15.
Second?
Tom, with a motion and a second from Ms. Kroger?
Thank you. Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Ms. Grover?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Ms. Martinez?
Yes.
Ms. Pascoli?
Yes.
Mr. Van Hise?
Yes.
Ms. Bose?
Yes,
Motion carried.
thank you. It's our next opportunity for public input.
Come on, enjoy the lights.
Seeing none. New business.
For new business on your agenda, you will see items relating to personnel, curriculum, extra duty positions, and bus contracts. With that, I'd like to move new business numbers 1 through 8.
Second?
Tom, with a motion and a second?
Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Ms. Grover?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Ms. Martinez?
Yes.
Ms. Pascoli?
Yes.
Sorry?
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Van Hise?
Yes.
Ms. Bose?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Yes. Thank
I
you.
just want to congratulate Tori Hart, who is sitting in our audience. She brought her own cheer squad. Tori will be serving in the role of assistant principal at LIS. Her team is here. Yes. Our new principal, Sharon Rello, is here. And of course, outgoing principal, Allison in her new role is here, and a bunch of the staff members. So thank you guys for coming out. LIS is really awesome.
Yes.
And this leadership team rocks. So I'm super proud. And I have a little something for you, Tori, after we close the meeting. Great. Congratulations.
Okay.
Couldn't be happier.
A motion to adjourn?
So moved?
All in-
Second?
all in
Oh, All
favor?
in favor, yes.
All in favor?
Forgot woes.
Okay. Thank you so much, everybody,
Thank
for
you.
coming. Have a great night.